good afternoon, or whatever time it is where you are. It's 12:51 here. You've come back to the Dirty Words Club, and my name is still Gemma, and I still feel awkward doing this introduction every single time. You might usually know this channel for talking all about dirty books, the stigma of them, what we're reading, the sociological context behind them, and all that kind of very interesting academic stuff. But for the moment, we're going to start talking about NaNoWriMo. What is NaNoWriMo? Why the hell am I doing it again? Has 10 years of torment not been enough for me? That was a message from somebody about the new Heathers tours that is coming to the UK, which I am so excited about. I can't even tell you, because nerds are going to be nerds. We're nerds, what can I say? So Heathers is happening. Anyway, so today I want to talk to you about National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo, and I want to follow the process through and show you what it's really like, because although there is AuthorTube online, I think compared to other artists that I know in real life, they talk a lot more about their process than writers do, because it can be really complicated to talk about, because everybody can do it a little bit, because everybody can write, where in terms of art, not everyone can draw. I certainly can't draw anything remotely identifiable. And just try and make the insight a little bit more accessible. And also, I'd quite like to remember it while I'm still young. So anyway, what is NaNoWriMo? NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. It has been going since 1990. No, not 1990. I'm so used to saying 1990. It has been going since 1999, where it started as just a group of friends, and now over 300,000 of us from around the world joined together in November to do something absolutely insane, and that is write 50,000 words in 30 days. November 1st to November 30th, that's your time scale, 30,000 words, 1,667 words a day. And if that didn't sound simple enough, they don't even have to make any sense. So what most of us write traditionally, if you want to be a traditionalist, is the first draft of a novel. So 50,000 words is usually the minimum required for most publishers to accept something as a novel rather than a novella or a short story or anything like that. And you get that first draft down in November. 1,667 words a day. They don't even have to make any sense. They just have to be the trash draft. You can't edit an empty page. Yet still, why is it so hard? I don't know. Because even back in 2009 when I started, when I had literally nothing better to do, I still failed. Although, spoiler alert, there's technically no such thing as a failure. Any word that you've got down on the page, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, oh God, that's like a knife to the heart, that is, isn't it? As a writer, if someone likes your stuff or someone hates your stuff, that's good. If they're indifferent, stab me in the back. So every word that you get down is a word that wasn't there in October or that wasn't there the day before, and you can't edit an empty page. So get the words down. This will be my 10th year. I've not done it every year because obviously I've had a child in that time. This would technically be my 11th nano. So 10 full years from 2009. And things are very different now. My first nano, I remember having all the time in the world to browse the forums, and I would have candles on. And I had a little writing totem, which I think is still in the box upstairs from when we moved 8 years ago, because, well, maybe she's on my shelf. We'll go and try and find her in a bit. And according to what I've put in the NaNoWriMo website, I was writing another story, which I still 10 years on, don't know what happened in that story. The characters did not want to talk to me. They were very interesting. I loved them very much. But I have literally no idea. No idea what happened in that story. Still don't know, 10 years later. But this year, if you didn't already know, I have at the moment what I am deeming my sabbatical from work. So technically I'm spending the next 3 months trying to figure out how to make writing work for me and what I want to do and what I want to do with the Dirty Words Club. So I've got no excuse not to get 50,000 words down on the page. So that's what Nano is. If you want to come and join me and do something absolutely insane, it doesn't matter if you don't think you can get 50,000 words down. It's a really nice community that you can take part in if you want to. I'm one of those silent stalkers on forums and don't really post very often, but I'm always interested in what the other nerds are up to. You can sign up at NaNoWriMo.org and come and join me. As I say, any word on the page is a bonus. You can follow through this series so that you know that if you're writing, then you're not on your own and we're all confused about it. It doesn't matter if you haven't got anything planned. For NaNoWriMo, usually there are kind of 3 kinds of people, which are planners, pantsers and plantsers. Usually I am very much a pantser. I usually only know full names, occasionally date of birth, eye colour and hair colour, possibly height. That's all you're usually getting from me, and I usually don't plan anything else that happens. This time the story's not come so easily. They've not easily told me what they're up to, so I'm having to do a little bit more planning, but I don't have to, invent a whole magic system, draw my own maps. So we'll go with Plantser for this one. But it doesn't matter if you don't know what you're writing. If you're not ready to start on November 1st, if you're finding this after November 1st and you're not ready to start, you can start at any point. And that's the basics of NaNoWriMo and where I am with it. And I hope you can join me, whether you're writing something or not. What's the song she sings on to entice the children in Hocus Pocus? Just imagine that. Come with me, do something mental for November. So what else are you going to do? I'll see you in November. I'll see you next time. See you down the road. See you later. Bye. As long as I reach 50,000. We all just want 50,000. The how, the why, the where, the when. That is for November to handle. That is not within my planning control. See you in November.